Right. Moloko Moloto is standing by to speak to us a little bit more. He was at the press briefing by the acting public protector today. She has found that President Cyril Ramaphosa did not violate the ethics code in his dealings at his Phala Phala farm. Moloko, talk to us a little bit more about the points raised by Mr. Zungula and how the acting public protector addressed those in her press briefing today.
Well, I think, Anli Harting, despite the fact that the acting public protector has exonerated the president, it is clear that we have not heard the last on this controversial issue. Firstly, because, as you hear, she is taking the flag, and she understands that, because we did ask to say, you know, there are people who are simply not going to believe the contents of your report. And she says, look, we only base our report on the basis of the evidence that is before us. Mr. Zungula is talking here about PRECA, that the president had the responsibility to report the theft that happened at his farm. But the public protector, or the acting public protector, is saying that she is not empowered to investigate issues that relates to PRECA, especially when it comes to people's private money. She's only limited, she says, to the public money. But then there's the issue of the president, who she says that while he was not an employee of Phala Phala or the employee of the company close cooperation called Ndabanyoni, he did not receive a salary. However, she says that now and again, when the president goes onto the farm, the general manager of the farm would brief her and would also seek some advices from the president. So in a way, you get a sense that the president was not entirely in the dark regarding what is happening there. But now there's another issue of whether the president benefited or got money from that particular sale of the buffaloes. At least the public protector is saying there's no evidence indicating that the president received a salary from that. In other words, in terms of the extra work, she is saying he did nothing wrong. However,
the money is still in the account of the company and not in his personal account.
Well, we don't know. What we know is that the money was in the inside the furniture. It was not in the bank of Ndabanyoni, the registered close cooperation. Now, the president is the sole director of that close cooperation. In other words, he is the only owner of that company. Of course, suppose the supposition here is that he will now deposit that money into the bank, and that company must now pay tax. And it would be his money because this company is his. But because that money would not have found its way into the personal bank account of the president, the public protector says there's nothing wrong. Now, I asked whether the president has declared in that financial register that is under the custodianship of the secretary to cabinet, whether he announced that I have this company and this is the money that on this month it has made. The public protector is saying, look, the company was declared, but there's no mention of whether that money was declared as an income of that company. And we heard from the senior legal manager in the public protector saying, the money that has been made as income for the company, you should look at the company as an independent or separate legal person away from the president.
We're definitely not going to hear the last of this anytime soon. Legal challenges already surfacing there from the ATM saying they're going to challenge that report. We also still need to hear from SARS and from the South African Reserve Bank. Thank you very much, Moloko Moloto. Unfortunately, we have run out of time. We'll chat to you a little bit more about that shortly.